Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to day number 30. That means we are in a new decade on our reading journey. 30 days already. That means it's a month. Wow. Well, I have not been reading it for an entire month. It's been almost 1.5 months on my schedule, but we have been together for 30 days in this reading adventure. And it's been very thrilling for me so far. And I know the end is coming. And it makes me a little sad because I'm really having fun reading out aloud Little Linda's adventures, to connect with you, to be here in the tea garden, and just to create, some more adventures in the very now moment, share some experiences with you. And I hope that everything that we are experiencing together is somehow infusing your own living on earth game, spectacular play with your own true little self in very magical ways and in your daily experiences. Now, what I want to tell you is, so yesterday I had no time to record, but I had an interesting experience the night before. So I was watching the Golden Globes, just a rerun on YouTube. It was the day after. Yes, it was the day after they were announced. So I'm watching Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm like, oh yeah, Queen, great. So I'm checking out the trailer. I'm like, was it that good? You're always a little bit skeptical. But so I watched Queen, the trailer, and then I did some more research on Queen. Just wanted to know what happened in 1985 at the Live Aid concert, which apparently was, they made history there. I don't know. I have been 10 years old, and for me, I guess I didn't even see it, but whatever. Point was, I did some research on that. It was really cool, and all the music. And then I remembered, that it all happened when he passed was in 1991, when I was at my magical housekeeping Geneva journey over there. So yes, but then I went to sleep, and so I went to sleep, and then I woke up. As we do sometimes at nighttime, and then I couldn't fall asleep immediately at that night, so that's 2 nights ago. And then all of a sudden that Queen came back into my mind, and I saw myself, and like, oh yeah, I remember I was Danny still has probably his their best of collection. So I remember I had it probably on my Walkman, because I never had a Discman, so I must have listened to their music on a tape on my Walkman. I always had a Walkman. My mom always bought me a Walkman. That was essential. So I was walking. I remember I went to volleyball there in Geneva as well, and it was dark, and I was listening to Queen, their music, and what came to me was that I'm like, oh man, shit, yes, I remembered. Speaking of, like the Alexandra story with my friend from the Might Take Chef. What happened was actually, I remembered that there in 1991, I went to volleyball once a week. I had to go walk through a dark alley somewhere. I don't remember. Chamonix, I think it was Chamonix. And to go there, and there was one girl as well. She was from also Swiss German, and I believe she was also from Thurgau or from our next canton called St. Gallen, and we got along very well, and I just remembered her name. So then that's it. So we, you lost contact. Back then we had no social media in 1991, 92. But when I went to the New York Film Academy, I do remember in 2006, or I think I already graduated, but it must have been the end of 2006, beginning of 2007, I met this Swiss-German filmmaker, Martin. His name is Tino from Bern. Anyway, so we, of course, collaborated as well. We did a short film. And he also did my very, very first acting reel. He made it for me. Thank you. If you hear this, Tino, thank you so much. Anyway, I still have it. So we were hanging out, and he and his friend, they were the people that I would connect with still, because they're Swiss German. So I of course meet with them, and we talk Swiss German and whatever, and create some art together. Anyway, while we were hanging out, at some point he said something about his girlfriend, and I think he mentioned his last name. Whatever we did, somehow he said her last name, I do believe. And I said, oh, I know someone with that last name. It's like wartenweiler. It's very, very rare. You don't really hear that. It's not a typical name at all in Switzerland or anywhere. So then I told him I know this girl, blah, 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 blah. And they said, oh man, I know this girl. She is my girlfriend's sister. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously. And so then he texted her and asked her about me if he remembers, if it's, making sure if it's really the one. And then she said yes. So that's another interesting story. You really never know who you meet somewhere on this planet. It's so tiny. And you happen to know the same person, It's just so weird and random. And I love this. I think that shows me magic in our world. So that, I don't know, I just love these coincidences, the bigger ones, the smaller ones. And they happen all the time. But I wanted to share that one particularly with you because 2 days ago I left you off with we parted with that, and then I go to bed after watching some, the Golden Globes. I wanted to see what they said and what Queen was all about, and I wake up with this. I forgot. Sometimes there's so matching. I want to share that with you. So yes. Anyway, blah blah, Linda. But I needed to share that with you. Okay. So now we're gonna go to my story. But sometimes I wanted to share things. I could share more with you when I'm really, really excited about things. I could go on for hours and days and months and years probably. Anyway, let's dive back into that Doing Me project. And we said, snap, I've got the power. Oh yeah, that's what we said last. All right, let's go. The more that this revolutionary presented outlook started to sink into my awareness, the more it then dawned on me that this own project and opportunity creation idea, with no doubt introduced itself as the one and only option left, that would be granting my ready, steady, bleeding inner artist with 100% all or nothing freedom formulated, don't dream your life, live the ultimate childhood dream catching solution. Wow, how true. And right then, my wonderful head cinema production all of a sudden began to project this very interesting short film scenario onto its screen, in which I found myself able to observe how the magical and supporting universe, with all its many throughout those spectacular Pandora Wombbox years undertaken action steps, succeeded, impatiently narrowing little Linda's apparently still ongoing acting uncertainty, complete life change path down into this very last resort, must-do spectacle at hand. What? And this newly gained outlook then instantaneously caused for my curious and inner Gemini to wonder if this manifested owned project and opportunity creation puzzle piece possibly even ended up being their lovely universe's original, from the get-go intended. The hours are not what they seem. Master plan in regards of my never-ending Linda Wartenweiler soul's childhood dream, and that my vessel therefore actually found itself more than spot on, cruising upon its desired track, than all along assumed. Ha! Wow. Well, this geniusness certainly right away would explain a whole lot and make some more wonderful sense to my awareness. Yup. Step by step, oh yeah, I really know it's just a matter of time, as you always are what you thinkest. Well, let's find out then. Filled with a lot of enthusiasm, and I thereafter continued my brainstorming quest with the gathered task of all the many within this la Hollywoodland formation available resources and possibilities as of how That Doing Me project would present itself as, which results soon after introduced themselves in the shapes of writing, shooting, and starring within my own outside of my head cinema production short films, the creation of a Doing Me Project YouTube channel with intervaled own recorded video uploads of some sorts, starting a blog, sharing little Linda's never-ending story one way or another with the world, and to simultaneously possibly also start taking some acting classes at the, from my roommates, over and over highly recommended Ivana Chabak studio, so that one of my toes ungrowingly would remain connected within this magical, super happy comfort zone of mine, whilst my inner artist, furthermore, also would be enabled to expand her creative city filled with Angels Network collection with some updated like tracks like Vibrating Souls. Sweet. With all these few thrilling and with fun facts packed Doing Me project ideas at hand, my soul then right away came to the conclusion that she first needed to focus on a stepping stone venture that would allow for my inner artist to one, happily keep on moving forward in her fullest own commanding pace, which said strategy therefore solely would leave room for this rather interesting existing the only person standing in your way is you phenomena challenge, and on something that on top of it all preferably too would be keeping her as productive, inspired, and engaged as possible day in, day out. Which further discovered details therefore right away left me with the choices to either create a blog, an own YouTube channel, or with the sharing approach of this ungrowing and with magic-filled, never-ending wait-a-while spectacle at hand, of which the latter instantaneously invited itself as the strongest and most fitting must-do requirement to go with. Here you are again, I guess. Yes, and again, for that reason, as a very dear in NYC encountered actress soul friend of mine on March 27th, 2014, which emerged date also happens to be marking the 2-week celebration milestone of my brave inner Atreyu warrioress's first edgy Black Panther confrontation during a dinner get-together conversation within my Williamsburg home sweet home-based kitchen walls. Out of the blue came to express her her urge to write all the many of little Linda until then experienced living on earth came adventures down in the form of a biography. What? Turned out to be my soul's exact immediate reaction choice, once hers, right after my with those fun coach checking events discovered very tip enhancing, just be nice and they'll give you the money shared success formula. With big eyes and absolutely well amused, decided to interrupt my further train of thought with a loud, "Linda, what a great line! This should be the title for your biography," comment. Boom. Exactly, LOL. Somewhat confused, I then kept on staring at my rather inspired, seemingly dear friend for a few seconds before my curious inner Gemini felt prompted to wonder as to why on heaven's earth Linda Wartenweiler should be having her biography written down for. Certainly my vessel, for one, found itself more than far away from being publicly known. Well, besides from my own thus far rather precious in abundant and globally spread connecting and belonging resources, and that therefore too the interest in my persona with no doubt would remain as rather small and therefore senseless. That's right. This delivered information flow, though, seemed to leave my thrilled friend rather unimpressed, as Sarah's soul thereafter instantly felt prompted to expand my awareness with a "change the way you look at things and the things you look at change" enriching perspective, by furthermore adding that as 3 little Linda's thus far shared adventures in general always sounded very interesting and fascinating to her oracles, that she therefore 4 believed that these many with special effects filled history lines with certainty as well would succeed in triggering a similar reaction out of the remaining American audience's vessel, that her soul, actually 5, would happen to feel the impulse to step in as the author of this hysterical, just be nice and they'll give you the money, must do titled biography, and that she therefore 6 ungrowingly would be delivering my email box with various questionnaires ASAP. Boom. Okay? Still rather unconvinced though. Very affected by my dear friend's sparkling, experienced enthusiasm, I, after some more inward traveling, pondering moments, happily found myself expressing little Linda's green light with an, okay, so as Steve Jobs most likely would approach this entire biography idea with a think outside the box, go only after what you think is possible and right for your experience, by knowing that this choice therefore will be the perfect stepping stone for you to take attitude. I think that we truly should go ahead and jump onto this crazy book sounding venture creation of yours and simply see what will be happening with it. I mean, who knows, maybe one day I truly will be needing it for sure, and if so, then it actually already would be completed and ready, steady to go on sale, right? Ha! Yeah, I like this idea, and as everything always happens for a reason, I'd say let's do it. I'm in. Chosen justification line, that's right. Just like that. And yes, Mr. Jobs certainly appears as another wise hero of mine, as his soul's extreme, remarkable, powerful, and revolutionary on a global level inflicted, living on Earth game vision materialization achieved fingerprints ongrowingly keep on appearing in basically every human soul's daily experienced routine, and this reality truth thought with no doubt reliably succeeds in filling little Linda's vessel with many mind-blowing and inspirational wow, I am possible vibrations. Boom. Think big, think different. Do you? And so it is. Gratitude. About 2 weeks later, my lovely Sarah friend then cheerfully found herself ready to let the ball for this just be nice and they'll give you the money project of ours rolling. But furthermore, by forwarding her first created questionnaire into my email box, which answers my still within her whirlwind tangled soul later than sooner, one by one with lots of inner peering resistance, heavy-hearted started to record on my magical silver black iPhone 5S device. Oh boy, do you remember those colorful, blossoming days, my wonderful co-traveler? Oy, love and rest in peace, wink. Then another 6 months and 2 further completed questionnaire recordings later, the magical universe, for some reason, suddenly must have experienced an enough was enough reality check moment, or anything of that matter, as it extreme spontaneously decided to relocate my friendly Sarah's vessel back to her originating sunny Cali home sweet home Bay Area base by providing her soul with a fascinating desired job opportunity within the magical Silicon Valley formation based in Palo Alto, California. Zoom! That's right, my lovely co-traveler. This job destination, of course, on top of it all, also succeeded in making history with Mr. Steve Jobs' genius accomplished Apple birthing creation within his parents' legendary home sweet home garage, which newly detected synchronicity par excellence coincidence once again leaves me rather baffled, and little Linda, as a happy camper as this presented 2-in-1 opportunity, allowed for her a year later to record some additional with fun facts filled Sarah moments, plus some impressive Palo Alto, including Cupertino, California footage for her precious head cinema repertoire collection. Yay! Now, since every inner and outer launched caterpillar-like shift always produces an ongoing ripple effect on its entire environment, this history line of my dear Sarah friend's case ended up resulting in the reality update that her overall creative resources instantaneously transmuted themselves into the nothing, which fact on one hand caused for our embryo to rest in peace for the time being, of which the reasons by now with no doubt revealed themselves as rather crystal clear, I guess. Ha! Abracadabra, got it! And with this newly from the all-time supportive universe delivered must-do required wink in my mind, my soul then right away felt prompted to, as a next step, get a first feel and some feedback from my direct possible future audience by therefore spreading the word of this own project and opportunity creation intention of mine since 2007, with many precious and in abundance collected networking souls filled Facebook community, which action step furthermore succeeded in enriching my awareness with some additional invaluable inputs and with the absolute convincing autobiography cheering remarks, cited is still rather eager for it sparked ta-ta. Yes, Sarah Soul, ha, love. Okay, my beloved universe and friend, got it. Thy will is my command. Thank you, LOL. With this as thrilling, acknowledged sharing approach of this ungrowing and with magic-filled and never-ending wait-a-while spectacle at hand, my further undertaken definition exploration quest then guided my inner artist to furthermore figure out, as of one, how this autobiography should get approached and presented as, and two, how all these desired set puzzle pieces of little Linda thus far discovered and fun fact collected loves, passions, skills, hobbies, interests, life toolbox ingredients, plus abilities could get woven together into one magical creation, and this three as effective, productive, meaningful, and as self-satisfactory as possible, so that I, on one hand, would be finding myself able to actually daily do me 100%, whatever that at that particular time upon my overall finding back home again, oak tree, vision, mission at run, whilst my inner Atreyu warrioress on the other end, 5, ungrowingly would be finding herself being encouraged to wildly and freely unravel the truth about this amazing experienced self-love mystery. Oh yeah. From there on, things then started to rock and roll rather quickly, and after some more deeper digging, he who looks inside awakens undertaken TM, including pondering excursions, my inner voice thereafter soon left my inner artist with the instruction to approach this entire never-ending story sharing adventure out of this rather empowering change the way you look at things and the things you look at change provided angle, by furthermore one, having all the many existing little Linda fun facts broken down into her thus far favorite 3: entertainment, human behavior, the unseen, discovered super happy comfort zone passions, to then 2, instruct my inner Atreyu warrioress with the importance in finding a way to deliver all the many with duality-filled living on earth game spectacles as uplifting, entertaining, light, truthful, empowering, fun, adventurous, and authentic as possible, and this in its 3 most growth and expansionary, providing English challenge first, but lastly, and most essentially making sure to 4, inside out, staying 100% true to my own little self, and to therefore 5, doing it my way, which in detail meant my way of interpretation, my way of writing style, my way of accent. Simply doing it my way from A to Z a la Frank Sinatra. Boom. Okay, sounds cool. This is genius interpreted own project and opportunity creation, master plan B strategy, most definitely infused my soul with even more excitement. as it right away dawned on me that this autobiography must-do requirement simultaneously, with no doubt, furthermore, rather drastically would be impacting my overall ongoing, adjusting, healing, and rebuilding journey, and therefore reward my finding back home again mission with the most effective abundance of time and energy resources invested outcome, even in regards of my own wants, needs, desires, and dreams, materialization, creation, cravings at run. Ha! The choice is yours, you bet. Thrilled about this new formulated success at hand, I then, as a result, once again found myself completely motivated and driven to continue this quite action-filled living on Earth game journey as little Linda wait a while, now lastly outside and far away from this with thrills and chills filled Pandora womb box formation, which reality update this time around led me to release a loud and clear. The key to your success is to keep your dream in focus and to have the courage to do things others won't do. Scream into my father's ears. Yee! That's right. Now let's rock and roll. Hit me, baby, one more time. After some further preparation undertaken gestures, my inner Archery warrioress then found herself by the end of August 2015 ready, steady, and equipped with everything required in order to feel comfortable to let the ball for this promising all or nothing, resonating own project and opportunity creation ride rolling by thereafter permitting my patient practicing inner artist to finally give birth to the at that now moment for another 11 months untitled very first The Doing Me project line, known as Push Switzerland or Let the Games Begin. Ha! Go! This newly entered writing spectacle of reliving little Linda's entire childhood once anew within my magical head cinema detected time machine, and this time even out of the eyes of a more grown-up perspective, truly revealed itself from the get-go as one of my initial favorite experiences, my beloved co-traveler. This much I must share with you. Smile. Whatever and whoever my soul within those with plenty of fun facts infused replayed files, after so many decades allowed to come across and to encounter again, instantly succeeded in filling my heart with even more appreciation and love for this rather fantastic, almost forgotten, wild and free re-experienced living on Earth game ride that I after all chose to explore within this vessel known as Linda wartenweiler. Oh yeah. And these many soothing and special effects enhanced from a far undertaken small Apple 10 visit, with no doubt on top of it all made triple sure to throw their magical sparks onto my overall finding back home again journey, and to furthermore provide my soul with the wonderful instant opportunity to reconnect with this somewhat out of sight lost precious true little self of mine on an even deeper and more empowering level. Yay! And strike! Speaking of little self, the vessel of our per October 1st expected new Earthling, including roommate, certainly all along kept on enjoying its own fascinating fruits and vegetable-based growth and expansionary journey as well, and this since February, for the first time ever on a daily basis witnessed baby on board miracle, most definitely supported the process of the ungrowing from my on the edge marching inner Archery warrioress undertaken rebooting, rebuilding, and adjusting gestures in its very own and unique from the magical universe orchestrated ways. Ha, that's right. Looking back onto that storyline of my during that La Hollywoodland inner and outer undertaken journeys, my soul once again feels prompted to state that everything nevertheless always happens for a reason, and that this from a few months ago within my beloved he who looks inside awakens practiced TM excursion obtains suggestion to check in with my ex-June 2006 NIFA classmate if my little Linda vessel possibly would be able to rent out his and his wife's on Airbnb posted extra bedroom in their LA condo for a couple of nights. In retrospective, meanwhile makes more than sense to my soul as to why I was sent there. Yup, the experience that 100% enabled for my soul to basically recreate that missing link with my true little self, to my utmost surprise, actually ended up occurring during the baby board soul's own enough was enough of this floating around epiphany experience, which further from her end ignited womb exiting action steps, ungrowingly kept on feeding my awareness with many additional mind-blowing vibrations, whilst I found myself busy capturing this miraculous and with many special effects filled provided living on Earth game spectacle with the help of my dear Canon EOS Rebel SL1 camera. Push, click, click, push, click, push, boah, what? That's right, my wonderful co-traveler. As wild and crazy as this one may sound, this win-win city filled with angels guided into home sweet home based deal on September 22nd, which Virgo number combination, interestingly, furthermore happens to be matching the from the magical universe very recently via some thrilling with twists and tricks orchestrated internet cruising incidences out of the blue very strongly into my awareness thrown. Boom, there she is, appearing milestone of this with lots of energy, drive, passion, love, and willpower infused warrioress soul identified as electrifying, impressive, and inspiring. I love rock and roll. Pioneer Queen Joan Jett. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, you know where. Who with a click even instantaneously succeeded in transmuting herself into a newly discovered heiress of mine. On top of it all, even ended up providing my Linda wartenweiler soul with the extraordinary opportunity and honor to attend this baby booms from my inner voices pre-predicted arrival date one-on-one, and this out of the from her parents a few months prior expressed desired birth photographer perspective. Wow, what? Yeah, how cool, right? And this with magic and action-packed opportunity, with no doubt, still leaves my awareness with many breathtaking awe vibrations, especially these very to my soul marking experiences of witnessing how the baby girl's soul wrapped within her brand new created bluish pale vessel seconds upon her arrival with big and vivid eyes safely got placed upon her mother's chest, and how it then, as of her own unsafe considered weight, a few minutes after the introduction to her absolute loving, overwhelmed, and proud parents, instantaneously got relocated in her new temporary home called the incubator. Ha! Here we go again, smile. Now witnessing this entire spectacle from a this time front row seat of how an entire new and unique developed human considered vessel suddenly appears within our sphere certainly is one of the most incredible phenomena that my eyeballs thus far came to experience. Wow, 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 wow. And thank you everyone for this amazing granted opportunity. Then, whilst I found myself somewhat dazzled, uncomfortable, and rather baffled, capturing everything that struck my inner artist as mesmerizing, my curious inner Gemini, on the other hand, certainly very much so would have loved to know what exact thoughts, if any, happens to be speeding through this fresh and untouched approached old soul's mind throughout this entire swoomb exchanging transformation right into our sphere that presented itself with a variety of different vessels, lights, machines, sounds, vibrations, shapes, colors, and so forth. Yes, as spectacular all those many first few baby boom minutes hit my soul for sure, especially the unexpected incubator deja vu experience. Oh yeah. Even though the baby girl welcomed our realm within her 39th watermelon supposed to be developed week, her vessel interestingly presented itself with little Linda's then almost matching 36 weeks romaine lettuce version, which coincidence revealed itself caused by her soul's apparently recent decision to give the effects of a dietary discovery eating break a trial. Waha! Yup. With this rather magical, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, granted opportunity of witnessing how this baby girl's soul for the first time received the chance to connect with her chosen parents, and how her fragile and undiscovered in an incubator placed vessel thereafter, accompanied by her father's, whose count on that very now moment also happened to equal Ursa's and Bruce Lee's disappearance amount, carefully got pushed away from her mother's, definitely succeeded in unlocking some of my, apparently over 4 decades, somewhere within blocked energies, by additionally feeding my awareness with the eye-opening update that this impatience womb escaping action step choice from back then actually ended up leaving some remarkable unthought of imprints on my soul. Yes, something certainly must have occurred during those first 4 little Linda weeks, as a matter of fact, I suddenly found myself being caught up in a battlefield of for one, trying hard to hide all these many salty appearing teardrops from the newly blessed parents, accompanied by my simultaneously too juggling attempts in allowing for my inner Atreyu warrioress to fully surrender herself to this rather freeing caterpillar effect granted opportunity. Whoosh! Then, whilst my soul ungrowingly kept herself busy with the adjustment process of this transformational inner and outer kindled baby boom journey, the 3 wrestles of my roommates 2 days later, happily, safe, sound, and somewhat exhausted, already found themselves walking through our mutually home sweet home based declared front door again, and this minor additional, now outside of its mother's womb floating at its soul, certainly instantly brought along many expected energy, including rhythm changes. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome home, baby boom. Boom, 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 baby boom. Yes, we're going to find out more about what will be happening on that subject tomorrow. Yes, there we go again. Another obstacle. But yes, anyway, so that's what happened. Yes, life is good after all. And what else should I say today? Yes. It was just loud outside. Now it's not anymore. Now I feel blank. And yes, so that baby boom spectacle was definitely something. It was a very interesting experience to see that baby. Really, I mean, that is really incredible. I must tell you that much. And yes, that was my baby experience in this lifetime. So yes, that's it. What I want to tell you. And I will speak to you tomorrow. That was day number 30. And if you get ever a chance to check out Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, you must. Seriously, you must. I want to give you that. I want to leave you with that, because their music is amazing. I had no idea that they existed, and that topic would be another topic that will continue in my book. My book was done when everything happened. But 2018 is definitely, I consider that my 2018 is Joan Jett and the Black Heart years. year. So if you can listen, check out their music. I know in Europe they have not been published, I am sure, or not just been I didn't know anything, just I Love Rock and Roll until that very now moment in December, beginning of December 2017. And ever since, I mean, I know everything inside out now, the music and so forth. And I even had the amazing magical opportunity to meet that lady in person a half year after my discovery, also through magic. I don't know, the universe works. I don't know how I did it, but it worked. And maybe I want to share that with you. I brought the picture. Yes, so it worked. Here we go. That was last year, half year after I discovered that, really strongly thrown into my awareness. That's my result on my like attracts like journey. I want to tell you that much. That is the result, and reminds me every day. Yes, keeps me going and me very, very hopeful, because that is a soul that I have attracted into my life, and I'm really, really deeply impressed of their music, everything about what she does, about her attitude, just everything. It resonates with me every bit on my super happy comfort zone. So if you can, check out Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. You must. Seriously. Good stuff. All right? Okay, my friend, that's what I leave you with. Go out there. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. See you soon, okay? Thank you. Goodbye.